Namaste everyone. Welcome to the first lecture of differentiation. This is Rajesh, and in this lecture we will see syllabus, differentiation of composite function, and we will solve few problems of exercise 3.1. Let us see the syllabus first. We will see here derivatives of composite function, derivatives of inverse function, derivatives of logarithmic function, derivatives of implicit function, derivatives of parametric function, and derivatives of second order. So before we move to derivatives of composite function, let us revise what we done in our 11th standard. So first we will see definition. The function defined by f dash x equal to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h, where the limit exists, is defined to be the derivative of function. The derivative of function is denoted by f dash x or d by dx of fx. Or if we write y is equals to fx, then we also denote derivative of function as dy by dx or y dash. Now see this definition. Here we are taking the ratio of difference of function to h. Now here h is a very small change or a increase in value of x. So when my variable increases by a small amount h, I am using limit h tends to 0. So this indicates that this increment in x is very small. So when I change the value of x, then my function's value also changes. So limit indicates the ratio of change in the value of function to change in the value of x. Now this derivation has lot of applications in science, in geometry, in commerce. These things we will discuss when we see the chapter called application of derivatives. Now the process of finding derivatives of a function is called differentiation. So we have understood what is derivative. Derivative means for a given function fx, we have to find f dash x, and the process which we are going to use is called differentiation. Now I can use this definition also for finding derivative, but this is time consuming. So for some standard function, we use this function and find their solutions, and we use those solutions for other problems. So let us see derivative of some standard function. Now if my function is a constant. Now constant means what? Constant means a number whose value does not change. Something whose value not changes is a constant. So if my function is a constant function, that means whatever value of x I change, there is no effect on the value of function. So in that case, derivative is 0. When the function is x, the derivative is 1. When the function is root x, derivative is 1 upon 2 root x. When the function is 1 upon x, its derivative is minus 1 upon x square. When the function is x power n, its derivative is n into x power n minus 1. When the function is a power x, the derivative is a power x into log a. When the function is e power x, its derivative is e power x. And finally, when the function is log x, its derivative is 1 upon x. So here we have seen a constant function, we have seen algebraic function, we have seen exponential function, we have seen logarithmic functions. Trigonometric functions are also there, but in commerce we are not discussing the trigonometric functions. Now if you see this formula x power n, which gives me derivative as n into x power n minus 1, I can use this formula for finding derivative of this x, root x, 1 upon x, as well as the constant term. For a constant term, the power of x is 0, here the power is 1, here the power of x is half, and here the power of x is minus 1. So I can use this x power n formula for finding all these derivatives. So if you learn this one formula only, that is sufficient for this 1, 2, 3, 4 formulas. Now for a power x, it is a power x into log a. When I replace a with e, So then it should be e power x into log e. But the value of log e is 1. So I write e power x derivative as e power x. And for log x, it is 1 upon x. You must memorize all these formulas. Let us move to the next topic, which is rules of differentiation. This is also we have studied in 11th standard. But if you have not paid attention in 11th standard, pay attention here. If u and v are differentiable functions of x, and if y is equals to u plus v. Now here u and v, they are differentiable functions of x. That means they are some functions of x. We can say that u is say a power x, v is say x power 10, like that. So if y is equals to u plus v, then dy upon dx is equals to du upon dx plus dv upon dx. Similarly, when y is equals to u minus v, then dy upon dx is du upon dx minus dv upon dx. When y is equals to u into v, then dy upon dx is u into derivative of v with respect to x plus v into derivative of u with respect to x. You have to learn this formula. This formula is also called as product rule. When y is equals to u upon v, then dy upon dx is v into derivative of u with respect to x minus u into derivative of v with respect to x whole divided by v square, provided v is not equal to 0. This is also called as quotient rule. And finally, y is equals to k into u. It gives me dy upon dx as k into du upon dx. Here k is constant. So we have already seen these rules. We have seen the formulas also, and we have solved some problems based on these rules and formulas in 11th class. Now in 12th class, we will first see derivative of a composite function. So before we see derivative of composite function, let us understand what is a composite function. If y is equals to f of u is a differentiable function of u and u is g of x is a differentiable function of x, then y is said to be a composite function of x. So what I am saying, that y is a function of u. Say y is equals to u power 10 plus 10 into u power 5, something like that. So y is a function of u, y depends on u. And u is g of x, that means u depends on x. So we can say that u is 2x say. So u depends on x and y depends on u. So what we can say, that y indirectly depends on x, and I will say that y is a composite function of x. Now in this case, to find derivative of y with respect to x, we use chain rule. So by chain rule, what I will do, I will first differentiate y with respect to u as y is a function of u. Then I differentiate u with respect to x as u is a function of x. So dy upon dx is equals to dy upon du into du upon dx. Let us take an example. Suppose I have y is equals to log of 10x square plus 5x minus 4. Now here if I substitute u is equals to 10x square plus 5x minus 4, then I have y is equals to log u. Now y is a function of u and u is 10x square plus 5x minus 4, so u is a function of x. So here y is a differentiable function of u and u is a differentiable function of x. So we say that y is a composite function of x. Now when we will see the problems, then you have a clear picture of composite function. Now let us see the first problem of our exercise 3.1. The problem is I have to find dy upon dx where y is root of x plus 1 upon x. So here I will first say that let u is equals to x plus 1 upon x. Therefore y will become root x. Now y is a function of u and we can differentiate y with respect to u. So I will say that dy upon du is equals to 1 upon 2 root u. As the value of u is x plus 1 upon x, I can replace u with x plus 1 upon x. Now u is x plus 1 upon x, so I will differentiate this u with respect to x. Derivative of x is 1, so I will write 1, and derivative of 1 upon x is minus 1 upon x square. So here I am using first rule where y is equals to u plus v where u and v both are function of x. So here it is x plus 1 upon x, both are functions of x. So I can use that rule and I will get du upon dx as 1 minus 1 upon x square. Now by chain rule I can say that dy upon dx is equals to dy upon du into du upon dx. So I will say that dy upon dx is equals to 1 upon 2 into root of x plus 1 upon x into 1 minus 1 upon x square. You can leave your answer here, or if you want you can simplify it further. How you simplify? Here you cross multiply and it will become x square plus 1 upon x. Here you cross multiply, it will become x square minus 1 upon x square, and that will give you little more simplification of the problem. So here this y is a composite function of x. Now let us move to the second question. Here I have y is equals to third root of a square plus x square. Now third root of a square plus x square means a square plus x square the whole power 1 by 3. Here again I can take u is equals to a square plus x square and proceed as we have done in the previous problem. So it is left to you, you try and solve yourself. Now let us move to third question. Here again this y is a composite function of x. We can replace 5x cube minus 4x square minus 8x with u, and I will get y is equals to u power 9. So this problem also you can solve by yourself. Let us move to the second question. Here again we have to find dy upon dx if y is equals to log x. So only difference between first question and second question is that here I am using this logarithmic function. So what I will do? I will take this log x as u and I will get y is equals to log u. So y is a function of u and u is log x. So u is a function of x, and again I will use the chain rule and find derivative. So this problem also you solve by yourself. The second question again 10x power 4 plus 5x cube minus 3x square plus 2 you can take as u and you can solve, you can find dy upon dx. The third question is y is equals to log of ax square plus bx plus c. Here I will take ax square plus bx plus c as u. So here again you can try yourself. Now let us see this question. Y is equals to e power 5x square minus 2x plus 4. Let us take u as 5x square minus 2x plus 4. Here y is equals to e power u. I can differentiate, so dy upon du will give me e power u. E power u, so it is e power 5x square minus 2x plus 4. U is 5x square minus 2x plus 4. So I will find du upon dx. It gives me answer as 10x minus 2. By chain rule, dy upon dx is dy upon du into du upon dx. So therefore dy upon dx is dy upon du I will write as e power 5x square minus 2x plus 4 into 10x minus 2. So on simplification it is 10x minus 2 into e power 5x square minus 2x plus 4. The second question is y is equals to a power 1 plus log x. Here you can take u is equals to 1 plus log x and proceed. So try yourself. And the third question, y is equals to 5 power x plus log x. Here the value of u is x plus log x. This is also a composite function of x. So this problem also you can solve by yourself. So this is how we solve the problems related with composite function. Thank you.